Hi guys, this is Juan Guzman for MIU February 2013, and this is my video reflection for Project 1. Um, so, well, basically this is my app, but let me first give you a little background as to what my app is specifically and why what I was trying to design. I work in the sales field, and primarily I sell health insurance or Medicare health insurance for seniors. And so, I wanted to create an app in which I would be able to store, organize and manage all kinds of sales leads, like people's information, to be able to give them a call and basically sell them a product. And so that's what my app is. It's the Ultimate Lead Dashboard. And here it is. As you can see, I did some very light CSS on it. So what part of the assignment was the easiest and why? Well, I think that the easiest part was just creating the HTML to organize my feature browse and search functionality into my app. I think that's probably the easiest because the HTML seems to be the most simplest part of coding for me. The most difficult part of the assignment is um, I don't think I ran into too much of a difficulty for the assignment. It felt pretty simple, pretty straightforward. I am a little, still new at CSS styling, so I need to work on my skill for CSS. So I suppose that would be the most difficult part of it. I am still working to try to learn a little bit more about CSS and how it affects the look of my app. Um, a lot of the information that I use from VFW, I use VFW a lot to continue with my course here. This is essentially the app that I used, but I did want to give you a little background, just a little personal story about me. When I was taking SDI at the time, my wife was actually 9 months pregnant, and so I wasn't very focused in school at that time, and my son was born at that time that I was in SDI. So suffice it to say, I didn't get a very good grade in that class, and then I went on leave for about 3 months. So there's a 3 month gap between SDI, which I didn't do very well in, and my Visual Frameworks course. So by the time I started Visual Frameworks, I had forgotten everything I had learned about SDI, and what I had learned was a little sketchy because I had too much on my mind. My wife was giving birth at the time. All of this culminated to me not being the best coder, and JavaScript is very challenging for me. And so thankfully, lynda.com has some great tutorials. So the biggest challenge so far is just crunching the time to be able to watch hour-long tutorials on coding and what have you, and on top of that, trying to catch up with all my projects. But my biggest aha moment was learning a lot about the feature browse and search functionality. I had not I had never noticed the pattern among all the websites, and I think it does add a lot of functionality. There is some kind of a standardization in all the design elements of websites on the web. They all seem to use it. So that was definitely an aha moment for it. I wanted to kind of just give you a quick rundown on my application. Like I said, I wanted it to be an application that had to do with sales. So here it is, the Ultimate Lead Dashboard: track, organize, manage your leads, and make the sale. And so, right, big button. I made an image, the big button, so that a person can click on it and start adding sales leads. So if you display the lead, right now it loaded my dummies. You can see all the leads, and what the source of the lead is. Is this person is just a cold call, I'm just calling them. This person's a referral, this person's a walking. And again, this is all to help me determine who my leads are. And I wanted to, at some point I want this app to be able to display all these leads and sort them by, like, for example, this person, I want to see only the people that are referrals. I want to see only the people that are have a higher interest level than 2. Because in my app you can actually select how interested this individual is in our products. And if they are not very interested, that means I want to give them a call right away and try to sell them right away. If they're very interested, it means it's a hot lead, and I want to, and try to sell them right away. So that's really what the justification of my app is. It's just something to try to help manage sales agents out there. Okay, well, I look forward to seeing you guys' apps, and I hope this next week will be a little less hectic than it was for me week one. Thanks, guys.